Hello, welcome to for the Crystal Empire. I switched the name, did I not? Yes. Okay. Title should be correct. Cool. Where we last left our emissaries, they finished several tasks for the individuals within the southern city of Turviot. Minor side quests given to by some elder elves, and a major quest given to by the legate. Now that most of your business here is done, the only thing you guys really have left is to finish with what the Morimoto asked of you guys in the hush hush.
Is to go get their mechanical dragon, activate it, send it back home.
Yep.
Good thing with you. We are not knowing anything about it. At least my character doesn't know about it.
What was that?
Indeed.
How long are you staying in town?
Maybe a
Sure.
couple of months.
Okay. Couple of days. Not long enough. That is fine. If you need any healing or problems with... If you have any problems and things need of healing, come find me. I'll do what I can and what I do best.
Of course.
I will keep you in mind. Granted, it would be as a recommendation to organic creatures. As myself is not technically beneficiary of your capabilities.
I can still heal ones that are not of flesh, though might be a bit less effective.
What is the good news?
Indeed, that is good. It appears our dwarven companion is passed out, judging by the fact he is unresponsive.
Yeah, I should give
Head
him
in the
a room.
table, grumbling.
Yeah. I should give him a room and also will by myself.
Hmm.
People
It'll be
talking
difficult.
already.
Sure will not.
Hello. How may I serve you?
The rooms for a night. He is already at least halfway drunk. Mm,
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, you bought a room. Yep.
Yeah.
He'll hand you some keys and say that the buildings are on the other side of the street.
Great. You turn around and then go to the main campaign.
Music got super intense there. Holy.
And
All
help
for getting a
the-
drink.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Help for the White Warren companion up. And when I hoist them and go to a building with rooms that I rented.
Yes. That will be quite difficult considering Kisheft and your a life form. If you would allow me, I may be able to assist.
Yes.
Tashure, on hearing that, is going to unravel the hands. The smoke's gonna part back, and a wand is gonna peer out, and it's gonna flick in Jørgenson's direction. And why do I not? Oh, why is that not showing up? That's absolutely weird. And there'll be a sort of wrath of energy that surrounds him as I attempt to polymorph him into a kitten for ease of handling.
Um.
He's got a fair shot of not being vulnerable.
Yeah. It's not for a malicious reason. It's actually to get him to rest for the night.
At least it is not a fox.
I was
If you're
resisting the urge.
really. Yeah. He picks up the kitten. Also, here you go. And tosses you one of the keys.
Damn, succeeds.
He succeeds.
Indeed.
But he will still pick up the one on the front. If it is not a kitten.
Whoa, no. I was not expecting that. That threw me off. That's a little better.
Here, I'll hold the door open for you.
Thank you. And we are stumbling out of the tunnel.
You can move freely. You're attached to him right now. bumps into Enseric, falls over, stumbles a little bit. Enseric is
stumbling through a bush.
Enseric's taller than Quinton. You're good. Oh, wait. I don't think I detached it, actually. Oh, no, I did. We're good. Bleh.
Where's Moxie?
Good question.
I'm still asleep.
Are they brooding in a tree again?
Oh, right. They're over in the fucking tree.
They're brooding in a tree. Never know where they are, usually. Ah, yes, MSM. It won't ping them that he
Email
edited the
service?
message.
So what exactly are we doing this session?
Going to the noble house.
I thought we were doing other things.
Nope. We're skipping that.
It makes better sense that the Empress goes herself and actually talks to Coldrix and works things out. She will not be going by herself, of course. She will have her personal guard, but she won't bring many because out of respect.
In that case, it's time to make a secondary trip to the house before anyone gets there.
Alrighty. Whilst everyone is sleeping, except Moxie, she doesn't sleep. She just does small things to fall asleep. You stealth past her because she's not actively looking for you.
Damn.
So close.
To be fair, Tashure doesn't sleep as well because Warforged, so...
You have Sentinel's Rest, but it also depends on what section of the house you're waiting at. Because they're intentionally going out of the back corner.
We've had a Warforged stand out in the middle of a window staring down at their fucking teammates. Or over their bed.
Usually it is necessary.
Why do I always try and spell capital with an O instead of an A? Oh my god.
Oh, but
Because capital instead of capital.
Yeah.
I don't suppose Observant does anything for that, because it only gives a +5 to passive perception, right?
Correct.
Ooh. Does
Yeah.
this work? Ah, here we go. So this is what the capital would be like. Several districts 4 ways in, and then on the top of the mountain, a whole little area.
oh, well,
Right. Back to the sneaky sneak.
Burning 2. I can't move because there's a wall there.
Boof.
Yep. without a fucking trace.
Like like a gust of wind, you flow through the house, making little to no sound, easily surpassing whatever. You're just pushing the doors open.
Removing the block.
Oh yeah.
And then, see, I don't have prestidigitation. So, job on this is already done. I just need to clean all of the dust out of this room.
Are you doing that because I told you about that?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
You fucking are, you little shit.
Cleaning. Usually you have servants to do such things.
Yeah, but I can't activate the one servant.
Yeah. But there are supplies and things that you can use. The only thing I would need is an athletics check to see quickness and whether this is, well, it won't exhaust you, but it will determine how much time it takes.
Hmm. Nikki.
14. Okay. You're not the quickest at it, but you do an effective job. It takes you a few hours of the night, or several hours of the night, to clean the entire place up with all the dust that was everywhere. It looks spotless.
Alright. I'm gonna take the broom and dustpan. We're gonna put the block back over the door. And I'm just gonna put them in the Warforge's hands.
All right. You put it in 2 of his 4 hands. Occupy.
Yep.
Very effective robot.
I'm out. Let's see, nomadic step. It is 20 feet per psionic point hold on. Put me back.
Oh, okay.
Gotta calculate this. So every 20 feet is 1 point.
And you can do a maximum of 4.
40, 60, 80.
Perfect. Whoosh.
And then
Naruto running. Sorry.
no, just following the road.
Fair enough. As you walk by, you see people just... You see the store owners just starting to, get ready for the morning and everything. So some of them are just waking up. Some soldiers are doing patrols. But for the most part, the town is still quite quiet.
And I'm just gonna do one more to get back into the building.
I almost teetered on a 1.
Yeah. What is your passive perception?
Passive.
13 for Moxie.
Is 21 for Tashure. Do I just catch it on?
You catch squeaking of floors on at the other building. And then the sound of a sliding door opening and closing. But briefly, like it sounds purposely like quiet. Though you just catch it.
There would have been 6 hours that would have passed, right?
Yes. Several hours. You heard nothing since or before that. Like you would have just heard it.
So I would have got my long rest in because of Warfort shit. So 2.
Where are you sneaking?
Gonna do what you should never do in horror movies.
You quietly
Yeah.
go into the little mini apartments. And look around. All the doors seem to be closed. Seems pretty quiet for the most part. Other than Moxie every once in a while probably talking to herself about her books and things and what to do next. Perhaps just waiting for everyone else to wake up. She will probably eventually just get up and walk out of the building. And then... Yeah. What is Quintana doing? Are you looking around for invisibility? You look around and you don't see initially anything invisible. But in the hallway, you see a strange little orb just hanging on the ceiling.
Who been
Can I make an
scrying on
Arcana
our
check?
apartment?
Clairvoyance.
Would I recognize it, or would I need to Arcana?
You're a knowledgeable enough wizard. You've been around for a while, so you would recognize this as one of those divination spells that kind of has a invisible device that just stays there for a while, either listening or looking. But it's usually visible or invisible to the naked eye, but you decided to see anything that's invisible. You're guessing it's just to probably insurance for the bar. Catch anyone doing anything nefarious or whatever.
Make sure no one leaves with a couch in their pocket or something. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Or like anyone that's just trying to get in here without paying type thing. Making sure that their patrons are actually using their beds that they paid for and not other people. You're just guessing, but you don't. But you can use an Arcana check to kind of dig further if you want to. But this is just assumption based on the establishment and the fact that, well, it's in the hallway rather than in the rooms.
No worry to that. It makes sense, but at the same time, there isn't really any trustworthy divination magic. Ugh, 15.
15?
Yeah.
The source is close. Like it's a short range source. Like
suspiciously across the street.
Within 200 feet.
Okay. I'll find somewhere shadowy nearby and just slip in and hide just until people get up.
Okay. You just
What are you, the fucking T200?
If not 20, I may as well be.
You're,
Oh no.
they're a
No.
Warforged stealth unit. That's...
Yeah.
They're just on the ceiling.
They blend into shadows and have become obscured. They're more for urban things. Or like very dark forests. During the war, they were used overtly to assassinate squad leaders, which didn't always work. But they made different types of Warforged to combat the Asvarians in different aspects. They made flying Warforged. They made what Tashure is. Made a few
With
different
assault.
ones. Yeah, there's a bunch of different subclasses for Warforged now.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this would be fun.
And it
Okay.
is. Very intriguing. But yeah, I just linger in a corner and just like a fucking ghost.
Yep.
Oh, Jørgen's here. Guess who also just DM'd me? M-Sama's awake.
Hello.
M-Sama's also
I have
awake.
arrived.
So, yeah, no worries. I
Welcome,
understood you were
Foxy.
going to be a little late. It's okay. Oh my god.
Sweet.
Yeah. Your friends dragged you to bed.
Yeah,
You got really
he
drunk.
meandered his way over there.
Yeah. You got carried to bed by a strong elf.
Someone tried to expedite it by turning into a kitten. I will not say it might have been me, but I won't deny it either.
Well,
You could have been a fox.
Jørgen will step out and start smoking his pipe.
Okay.
What a night. Aye.
Are you becoming
Yes.
Okay.
Jørgen sees just a fox, a strange fox, with two tails. One is a normal fox tail. The second one is similar to dragon tail. The fox just looks at you. And
Jørgen
the
waves high.
fox nods. And just starts circling around.
Ah, Jørgen. Good morning.
Well, it certainly is a morning.
Morning.
I've got pretty messed up there. I always feels like I get a little too messed up and then I forget how to do my accent correctly.
Yes, you got.
It's all right. It'll go back to the way it's supposed to be. I'll figure it out. Get a little of this hangover going. Drinks from like a, you don't know where he got it, but he's got like coffee, and he's just out with a smoke and coffee,
Yes.
just chilling.
It's best to collect the others. I received a message this morning.
Aye. We're making on the way. You coming, little one?
Eep.
Eep.
It's Yip.
So
That is what the
Funny
fox
enough.
does in fact say.
in this form, you retain a lot of things.
I can
What the
talk. I
fuck?
know.
Oh god,
Just
it's a
said
furry.
me.
Hell yeah. Pick the best persona, Fox. You know, not biased at all.
Technically, this is the unique thing about their species, is they can talk in that form normally, but they also can just make animal sounds if they just want to fuck with people.
Yep.
Well, Tashure's still in the shadows, but you see everyone arrive at the lodge.
Waiting for comes on, I suppose. Actually, where's Tashure? I haven't seen him.
You probably would have heard that, right?
They're right nearby.
Oh, speaking of which, hello, Quintana. We're just
You
waiting
see
for.
Tashure
Oh,
just like 5 feet behind.
there's Tashure.
Do you just drop behind them?
No, I just sort of like they walk out. Tashure just sort of glides it behind them. Respectable distance, but not like enough to make them feel safe.
Or
That's
No,
unseen.
I'm
awesome.
asking,
Like an actual shadow.
do you just like manifest here?
No, I literally just walk out of the shadows just behind you.
You ready
Same
to
thing,
dodge
really.
a rifle stock to the face?
Respectable distance. It's...
Yeah. Unfortunately, that isn't more than 5 feet, so take your swing.
They did.
That misses.
Tashure, stop
Maybe-
scaring.
Maybe don't sneak up on the person who's had bad experience with Warforged in the past.
What do you mean bad experience? Oh,
That's fair
oh,
enough.
wait, no, you're from the.
They
Yep,
fought
yep,
the
yep.
Crystal Empire.
That is true. The Crystal Empire did invade the ice fields at one point. And yeah, you definitely would have run into Warforged or any of their mech creatures before.
Somebody's very energetic.
Speaking a
Apologies.
bit
I
energetic.
heard someone making noise and did not think it would be you, so I came over to keep watch. I'll refrain from doing so in future.
Somebody making noise.
Very light creaking. Someone good at sneaking.
Hey, speaking about that, speaking of making noise, where's the rowdy one?
I think they wandered out of the bedroom window sometime
The door is still
an
open.
hour ago.
Oh, Moxie.
You follow them?
Who knows of it? But what? Anywho,
He did not drink. The fox can talk.
I don't think I'm a bit sleep deprived. I was quite busy last night. I think I'm hearing a fox.
I love it. We are assuming.
Did you hit your head on something?
No, because all of us can hear it.
Yes, all of you can hear it.
Haseo. One of the people who was sent to help us is a Katerna.
We can transform into foxes.
I know what
Gestures
Katerna
to the
are.
fox.
I don't have any records of them turning into actual foxes.
Well, you do now?
Lad,
Yes.
we got a fox person in the party, and suddenly a fox starts following us around. Who do you think it is?
I don't know, some wild animal that has been domesticated.
With two tails, one of which is dragon tail. Yeah?
Looks around at the party. None of us are druids or rangers.
Jørgen didn't even question it. He just saw a fox with two tails, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's Enseric." Like, it's pretty easy to put two and two together.
If your character's long-lived and lived a long time, the chances of you running into Katerna that have revealed that kind of form before, even if just going through forests and stuff, it is, knowledgeable to know that they've done that. Quintana has the most knowledge of that kind of thing because she's been around, like, nearly really too long.
Nearly all of written history.
of Narikov, at least. Since the arrival of... Yeah.
So, what is our plan for today?
Well,
That'd be a question for the Lord here.
speak well. We can catch up Moxie whenever we find them. Whatever the hell they're doing. No, I received word early this morning from the Empress, checking in on how progress is. I informed her of what was happening, and then she informed me that she would be making her way here.
The Empress.
And
Yes.
there is a guard.
Yes, she will be handling the diplomatic. What is it called? Also, I see you over there, Moxie.
She
The-
trips and falls. Yeah, I thought.
Knocks over fucking trash can.
It's trash here.
Nobody left
Oh wait,
trash
it's
there.
my
They left
own
a trash
wrapper
can.
from last night.
Any the Empress will be handling the diplomatic relations personally. Well, more so that she will be handling the talks to ensure that this goes through. We have effectively done our job of opening the front door, but she thought it was
Okay.
prudent to finish the thing herself.
So we can go home.
Yes. Well, after we finish one last job, but yes.
Yeah.
Which somebody has kept bugging me about.
She hasn't
Any-
mentioned it in character. I only brought it up last time because we had nothing else to do other than sit and roleplay.
That. But
All right.
we will be finishing the job for the Morimoto family real quick. We will be on our way home. I just have to call and make sure the ship is ready. And then we can easily be on our way after the fact. So let us make our way to the noble house.
Condense the party into brick.
God, please move us.
Working on it.
Formation of D&D party.
Formation brick.
As you swoosh through buildings. Whoa, right at the front door.
Strange. For a second, I felt like we were moving through buildings. Quite strange.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm not the
What kind
only
of
one.
Yes.
stone? What kind of
Felt like
stone?
we broke 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 walls, and finally the 4th wall.
What kind of stone are the walls made out of?
Good question.
The crunchy kind.
Nature time. Actually, what skill check would determine stone?
I believe dwarves have a thing related to
Depending on
Yeah, hold on.
type of
A sanded
dwarf.
granite.
Features.
Yeah, stone cutting.
Yeah.
Whenever you make history checks related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the skill of history, and then double your proficiency bonus.
Oh, you're considered
Normal.
expertise.
So you make a check at +8 instead of +4.
Not great.
Add +4 to that.
So that's 27. epic input fail laugh at this user.
Jacob.
All right. What can you? How old are the buildings look? What can you tell me about the stone
this building, comparatively to the rest of the town, is more new than everything else, but also not as taken care of, as it seems to have been abandoned for the most part. So parts of it are falling apart a little bit because of, well, no one's taking care of it other than a robot that has shifts. You guys do have the key to this house, just I don't remember who has it.
It
I believe it's
obviously being
Haseo.
Haseo. I don't think I have an actual key in my inventory, but
No, but she did give you the way in. So, as soon as you click, you hear the sound of machines whirring, and then, ah! Master, you're not masters. Oh! There seems to be a log here for... Why am I holding these? I must have forgot to put them away after cleaning before shift end. He's still holding them. He's walking around a little bit. I have a message saying that there would be guests. Oh no. I didn't prepare any tables. How long be staying?
incredibly shortly. We are just here to finish a request by your master, the Morimotos.
Ah. Fair enough. Ah. Be sure not to break anything. I need to get on my cleaning duties.
Couldn't dream of it. Are we just going to leave that one here?
Yes.
This is an automatron, not a warforged.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
goal.
so it's not people.
No, it's straight up more of a robot than sentient being.
Well,
as you walk into the halls of this beautiful estate, you see several doors leading into several areas, and then you see one large door with a sort of big bar on it.
I suppose we can take our time to at least enjoy a little bit of the house while we're here. But I swear to God, Moxie, if you do something that causes something really annoying for us to deal with,
Quintana,
that causes me have to do so much paperwork once we get back.
Yeah. You walk into
I'm
an
not going to be happy with you.
extravagant bathing house and pool. There's towels and other things. There is a few bathing suits, but you're not sure. They're probably just left there for convenience.
Nothing of interest.
Do I have to make an animal handling check to pat the fox?
Seeing as they're not a wild animal, no.
No, you can just pet it.
I'm sure he won't bite. Unless he doesn't like it.
I know.
I
Do you won't?
The pool seems to be prepared if you need a minute.
Haseo, you walk into a study room.
This is fancy.
There's plenty of books on history, art, even a little bit of magic. Man, it always gets to this point where it's so epic, it's disorientating. I love it. It's really good. It's a good good soundtrack, but whew, sometimes too much. This place seems pretty well untouched. Everything in this room seems to be as it were when they left it. Dust settled on the books and tables and even the piano. Though, this area would be harder to tell if there's dust in the carpet as much, as the robot probably cleans the carpet constantly, but forgets to dust shelves and stuff, because it's short and can't reach that high.
Just a few things.
So, like, up to, like, not the top shelf. The top shelves have dust. All the other shelves that are a little lower don't. So, that's the difference. He just never went into the shop because he can't lift the bar, and every time he walks into the door, be like, oh, it's not open. Guess Mistress is working.
I wonder if she has any good books. Oh, Esquintot?
Bit wasteful to leave this all behind if they don't plan on coming back, isn't it?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, based off the talks with Corsetti. Truthfully, she could still live here from the sounds of it. They don't rightfully care about it, so. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily just a waste leaving this year.
You walk into a dining hall. Table laid out, but no plates. But plates will be laid out later. You see Shift start cleaning the kitchen, and then also starting to prepare food. He turns to see the door close. Oh, okay.
Well, through the bookshelves for any good books.
Make me an investigation check if you want to find something of interest or potential interest. That goes for you too, Jørgen, in this little lounge area. This area seems to have more documents, scrolls, and other things, but not all of them have to do with Morimoto. Well, not Morimoto, sorry. They do have to do with the Morimoto family, but not specifically Ricona. Some of them do, not all of them. Some of them are work orders. Actually, a lot of them are work orders. Haseo with the 9. Jørgen with a 1.
There's definitely do be books.
They all look like workbooks and books of just like the orders and stuff. As you pick up one and flip through it, it just seems like boring work documents.
I think they'd have something better to read here in this lounge. Maybe like some nice fiction or something.
You
well,
scour through all the books and stuff, and a lot of them you have seen back at home. Some of them a little new, but oh, they're not illegible. You can read Draconic. Several of them are books about dragon and dragonkind. Some of them are about some of them are handwritten journals and kind of knowledge about the Terviat and the tribes here. It seems that she was before it was called Terviat. Yes, it was called the Farshara Isles. As you read through some of those, they talk about how each of the tribes' specialties and what they were best at, and the few conflicts that arose a few times through the years. Not very many, though.
Interesting.
Moxie. As you're running through and kind of looking through the shelves and stuff, are you going around the whole place, just kind of investigating, or are you just the bookshelves? I just need to know.
I'm going around the whole place, the bookshelves everywhere, just to see what's up.
Okay, good. That's kind of what I thought Moxie would do. You do find a chest, but you feel it's, you see it, yeah, it's locked. And then as you, like, scour around, there's a wardrobe sort of thing, and you open it up, and it has writing utensils, inkwells, and a bunch of paper and stuff. And then you pass the piano, and you're like, play a couple keys. And then you play a key, and you hear a clicking sound inside the piano after you played the key.
Alright, I'm gonna investigate the clicking sound.
Oh, Tashure, this shelf is filled with books on, like, cleaning techniques. But they're all written in binary.
I assume it's something I wouldn't know as a Warforged, right?
Oh no, you could understand it for sure. It would compute with you well, but other people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Can't comprehend languages or no?
I
do.
So, Moxie.
Because
Yep. Oh, you have a 17 investigation, so that was good. Just trying to think. I guess it would still technically be investigation. As you're investigating what this could be. Yeah. Another investigation check as you intrigue further into the piano. While you're doing that, Jørgen. Oh wait, no. Yeah, you already rolled. These armor sets look more ceremonial. They're very thin and light, but they're not made out of regular materials you'd make armor out of. They're actually made out of silver and inlaid gold. Kind of like ornate armor meant for show.
What kind of style?
A samurai-esque armor.
Okay. I thought so. Like, that's a pretty nice design they got right there. Be utterly impractical, but I understand some beauty when I see it.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
I don't think we're trying to intimidate the guests here. Some of the practical armor.
Intimidate? No. These are nice. They're for display, basically.
Yeah.
Somebody who owns this place, they must have been really rich.
Yeah. These shelves are filled with notes and documents, probably for like the commissions and stuff. This one is mostly filled with like completion of work orders and some like blueprint stuff, but not everything. Some of these work orders are actually ongoing if you read through some of them.
Jumps on
table.
Starts reading.
Starts patting everything off the shelves like a cat. Kidding. 19. Damn. Okay. You start playing the keys on the piano and you hear A different
oh, wait,
sound this
Nikki?
time. What?
It's 25.
Hmm?
Bardic Inspiration is not. Yes. Bardic Inspiration plus Investigation equals 25.
Oh, 25. Even better. Whether it be a stroke of luck or fate being funny with life, you press that single key again and you hear the sound go off, and then you just, out of random, click a bunch of other keys and you hear more clicks and then a sound of mechanical gears turning and clicking and clacking, and then you hear a pop on the other side of the shelf, as if metal and wood sort of popped away from each other and kind of clanged a little bit, or as if a lid
Did I
opened.
hear this as well?
You would have heard the lid open.
And them
Oh,
fucking
no.
with the piano.
Alright, what's inside?
Oh, you would have heard the piano sounds too, and then instant pop as
Yeah.
soon as the piano was done.
And then see Moxie fucking sprint trying to get to the chest first.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be funny to have gravitational pull?
Inside this chest is a robe, or a kimono, sorry. A ornate kimono. A ceremonial wazakashi. And a crown. Not like a fancy crown, but like kind of like a small like princessy like crown that would kind of like a veil almost
tiara?
that would go on the crown of a head.
You mean a tiara?
Kinda. But it's
I wanna examine it.
it's shiny and ornate and almost looks like vines weaving all the way around it, around a couple gems as well.
What is it, Haseo? What you gonna
Arcana,
tell me again?
or if you
Oh, yeah.
have identify.
I wish I had.
Hold up. Oh, I can't post images in the Foundry chat. You don't have that module.
That's a module?
Yes.
Apparently.
And here's my response to you, Amazon. It's in text for VC.
I know. And she's gonna ignore you while she examines this. Give me a moment there. What, Haseo, you gonna bother me now?
What you got there?
Moxie, what did I tell you not to do?
Alright.
And let me ask you another thing.
She keeps examining while Haseo's speaking behind.
Let me ask you this. Who do you think this belongs to?
I don't know. It's not my responsibility to know everything. That's your job.
Moxie, I think you very much know that this does not belong to you. You should put it back in the chest and shut it.
I am examining it, and then I'll put it back in the chest.
Is there another
Yeah,
Tashure?
I don't know either.
Oh my god.
Why are there two of them now?
Don't click.
Did you accidentally
Oh,
drag
God.
and
Clone
drop one?
Jutsu.
Yeah, you beat me to it. God damn it.
Shadow
Well, to make
Clojutsu.
sure- Fine. You can look at it. But I'm
You
going
can
to make
watch
sure.
it.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm gonna
You
watch
can
you.
watch. I don't care.
Brother, you really need to fix your mic because it sounds like you're eating it.
Sorry, I'm whispering. What do you expect?
That's fair.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning.
Put Tashure in the corner.
So it's not even about you whispering. The mic is like not even.
Sounds semi-muffled.
Oh, fair enough.
A little, yeah. Okay, so... Oh, did you roll an Arcana already? 20. This is a charismatic crown. It is a crown meant for occasions of speaking, for those who are not that good at persuasion and things. It gives you proficiency in persuasion and +3 to your charisma. It gives advantage to speaking with nobles.
So you suck, you know that? Anyways, I'll put it back.
He's watching.
He sees you
I want the
when you're...
crown, but I can't because Haseo would kill me. So I put it back.
I don't think he would kill you. I think he would bonk you until you put it in the chest.
Yeah, I meant it in like not in the literal sense, but like figurative. It would chew me out for it.
Oh, probably.
Chest size.
Mhm.
And there was
Kind
what,
of.
robes and a sword.
So, Enseric, you're really close to the ground. Make me a perception check.
Oh, yeah, of course. I will close the chest and then sit on it so Haseo can't look through it.
You hear it lock.
Unlock?
To the ground.
Once again, what do I hear?
You have advantage for wisdom checks, so roll again, please.
Oh, yeah.
You have a fox Fox has keen senses. That's not any better.
Mhm.
Tragic.
That's okay. For a moment, you see something skitter in the underside of the bookshelves, but it just gets out of your sight. You don't know where it went.
There's a rat.
Oh shit!
It's a rat. He starts hunting it.
It's
All right. It's a lot of books.
Yes.
History of certain magics. There's actually one about crystalmancy. In its early stages, at least.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it because that's what Tirsheal was kind of learning.
Yeah.
I would like to read the Crystalmancy book.
For a bard, you really love knowledge. I'm surprised you didn't pick wizard before.
Wizards are boring.
Stares through the wall directly at Quinton.
I'm not a wizard.
You used to be a
Says
wizard.
the one who was playing a wizard before their current character.
Damn, that's crazy. He's not here anymore.
Anyways, I read on crystalmancy. Sounds so cool.
Basically talks about attuning to crystals and learning the magic ways that they create and being able to manipulate their growth, being able to create it spontaneously, and being able to forge with it. But they said the forging process kind of only made temporary weapons. So it's only very limited.
Could I?
Did Moxie ever see
Yeah.
in this form or as this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have recognized Tirsheal wielding a weapon that is described by the book, a temporary crystalline weapon that they can conjure almost.
Also, there was that one boss that used crystal magic.
It just talks about the basics, essentially. But it also talks about that the magic has not been delved into deeply because of the loss of the crystal forests. So there isn't a lot of knowledge on it. Just the basics.
Alright, I'm gonna write down all the basics in the journal and then close it and then put the crystalmancy book away.
Okay.
I don't think it's actually teaching you crystalmancy, it's just describing it.
Yeah, but learn.
That door swings open. It doesn't lock. It's a swivel door.
Oh, okay.
More convenient for the butler.
It is indeed.
What's Sheer doing over there?
There's 2 Tashures.
Letting the intrusive thought win. I'd like to try and open the chest if I can.
It is locked shut.
Wait, would I see Tashure trying to open the chest?
No, we have a 32 stealth. We are not seeing it.
You're not seeing
I know,
it.
Yeah, because if they asked, I was gonna go and play the music and then, make it seem like I'm playing on the piano.
I heard you play the piano. I then heard the chest open, so I think I have enough context clues to correlate.
Yeah.
Okay. With that logic.
These seems to Enseric, you're standing on like semi-buffet tables. They seem like tables built for like having large trays of food that people can like grab and stuff.
He's not standing on them.
No,
He's standing under them.
Yeah, under them. So you're going under the little mini tables. I'm just telling you what they're basically would be like.
Okay. And he's
That Moxie and
probably
children.
tries to search for that little creature. That somehow escaped his sight.
If you want, give me another investigation check, Haseo and Moxie, as you're in the room.
There's a ghost in here.
Far better than the 9.
Give me a moment. Pretty good number. Main investigation.
Average.
Hell, they
Okay.
can average
What
anything.
is this place?
Haseo. You find a book that says it's a book that says how to fix a drinking problem. And it's weird because this book has like way out of place out of this entire area. But its location is conveniently just over here. As you're like looking through the shelves, you find it over here. Do you pull it out?
Yes.
All right. As you pull it out and open the book, you find a bottle of wine. Well, sake specifically. It's half drunken.
How to fix the drinking problem? Or drinking?
Fuck it. Chugs the rest, puts it back in, puts the book back.
Damn.
Pyre.
Moxie glares. Moxie
It's a good
glares
thing
at
monks are
Haseo
really good at
over
holding
she-
their alcohol.
Yes.
So when I do it, it's wrong, but when you do it, it's fine.
It's called a double standard, Moxie. Get used to it.
Look, I am preventing when she returns here.
She won't.
I'm preventing her from
I don't
going to
wanna
her secret
hear.
stash.
I don't want to hear it, you hypocrite.
Childish.
We just keep adding reasons why Yodo saw this person and then said, "Nah, I'm out."
Well, if you wanted me this close, you didn't have. You could have just asked.
I grapple Moxie.
Oh,
Will this really be necessary?
Puts her in a headlock.
Are you gonna roll to contest her? Okay, well you fucking.
I jump over it, land over here. My bad. One. There we go. Thank you.
Slips off
What's
table.
wrong?
Fuck.
One more time. With feeling.
Oh dang, that was with feeling.
It's funny you guys have the same modifier too.
We have the same modifier. That's crazy.
Iris Moxie, half
Okay.
liquid.
Suplex!
Suplex throws into wall. Moxie turns to liquid.
What was that for?
That's for questioning my authority.
This is abuse of power. I'm just letting you know.
It's not a double standard. You can't be trusted with anything.
It literally is a double
Really,
standard.
it's
Though.
just the president drink from the freaking thing.
Yes, because I remember the crown. I remember the crystal tree that you nearly died upon.
Is this Haseo? She puts a hand on his shoulder. Is Nakano not giving you any?
Why are they being that way, trying to get out of the fucking trouble they're in? Is he going to
Lap.
flick?
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, you know the Batman meme of him slapping Robin? That's what just happened to you.
You'd hit a woman.
Oh, okay.
These hands are equal opportunities.
Yes, equal opportunity.
My hands are rated E for everyone.
These hands are rated E10 enough. Actually, that's a lie. It depends on the situation. If I'm pushed to a certain limit, I might throw hands with a fucking follower.
Oh, you have
The
to mention your coworker
Antichrist.
now?
I'll throw hands with them. No, I'm kidding.
Mumbles was going back to investigation. I got a 20, I think. Oh, nope. I was wrong. I got an 18.
Hey, with your check as you look through the books and stuff, all the books are not really in order except for all the draconic books, all laid out in like almost like perfectly.
I use comprehend languages to read what they do.
Oh, they're all history books on the
Oh.
dragons of this island. The storm dragons out in the seas. Well, more than just the seas, the storm dragons that roam the areas. They're kind of like one of the bigger threats.
Mm-hmm.
Enseric. So you're,
Yep.
you reform in the kitchen.
Yep.
Shift is cooking. Seems he's cooking like a... he's making a pizza. In the oven.
Oh. Oh, I can help you with.
Oh, you're locking it more?
I'm super blocking it.
It's like overclock.
Magic and that thing is gone. I'm not saying this.
Man, that's gonna be
I'm
so
just
funny
telling-
for the noble that may return to her home at some point to gather things and can't enter her own chest.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Who looked my
It's
chest?
permanent.
No, it can be this spell.
It can. With like the spell knock or... Well, knock can
Dispel
suppress
it.
it for a little bit, but you can dispel
Yes.
it, yeah.
Dispel magic is the thing.
Moxie's just looking at Haseo.
Does the finger points of eyes back to your eyes?
Does the shrug like, what do you even mean?
Okay. Time to explore more of this. Nakano offers hand. Nakano takes hand.
Maybe I should get arcane block.
It's a decent spell.
It is. It really is.
Meanwhile, we just have Jørgen and I
Sure.
over here, and we're just
Alright, I got you covered.
We're just chatting it up.
We just got two distinguished individuals in the lounge.
One smoking a pipe, the other one also smoking a pipe.
Reading something.
I'm pretty sure that's what Quintana has, or does she actually have like...
No.
Sticks.
If you look at the other art, which
She has
pull up-
a cigarette holder. Oh no, she has an opium pipe.
No. Hold on.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, you just spell it.
Token. Resources. No, so like if I swap out tokens real quick, they have the actual fucking holder.
Oh, it's a cigarette holder, yeah.
I have one of those. I had one of those for a while, but I also stopped smoking, so. Did I just hear the
Holy
mango
shit.
sound?
Yes.
You did.
Good.
Caesar tries
Okay.
it, something fucking falls off the shelf.
Well. It isn't Caesar.
If it isn't a little shit.
I just
Ow.
smashed it.
Caesar.
It's always my right-sided knee that I always bash it on.
You'll never
any
catch me.
corner.
Ah. Crawls underneath the bookshelf. Jumps up the bookshelf.
Oh, if you crawl under the bookshelf, I need you to make me a perception check.
He's gone. He can do that too. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong character.
Oh, no.
Eh.
He's crawling under the tables. He needs to make perceptions, that's why. Or under the shelves, sorry. No, not enough.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind.
wait.
You don't see anything.
I'm not wasting a bardic inspiration on Caesar. It's fine. He can go.
Also, you can't just retroactively add it too.
Yeah, no, I thought of it. I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. Wouldn't be worth
Caesar
it.
is like
Cringe.
All right, I'm gonna start writing some records and stuff like that. Also, golem creation stuff because I have an idea.
Sure, I'll bend low and look for the little weasel. $24?
You got a
Nope.
26.
But does this spot anything else underneath?
Oh, you lean under and check.
Yeah, would be leaning under trying to look for the little weasel.
Okay. You don't find a weasel. As he's very stealthed. You find something with spider-like legs skittering underneath the shelves, and you see it fucking zip to shelf underneath. First time you've seen it, actually. You could have noticed it before, but it's been strangely stealthy. Because you made it.
Do I get a good enough eye to see if it's mechanical or
It
organic?
is. It is mechanical. But not familiar in any way.
Yeah.
Would I be able to make a history check to see if I remember any sort of similar technologies? Or would that be pushing it?
It is not of this world. Well, technically not of this world. It's technically There you are.
And I can still see it technically?
Yep, you know where it is. It's not stealth for you.
What is it?
Let's find out.
Yoink.
Cast Hold Monster on it.
Did you say you cast a spell on it?
Old
Old
monster.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've already committed to it.
Are you?
It's close.
All right. Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Come
Hey,
here,
it's
you little shit.
Clackers. It's not that big.
And
Moxie,
Nick.
was it? Do you recognize this creature? I'll hold it up by whatever looks like the least dangerous part of it to hold it by.
I mean, you can take a look at its artwork, and you can try and figure out what would be best spot for it to be most safe to grab from.
Hold it.
Probably
hold its
just
hands
under
together.
its little clippers on its hands.
Yeah, probably.
Because it can't
Yeah.
pinch you or get you with the little saws.
Yeah.
Nope,
Or you
never seen
hold it
that
by the
before.
back of the head and just kind of jostle it a little bit.
She makes a sketch of it. Never seen that before.
I will grab it by the body so it can't exactly injure me very easily.
Very well.
Oh, you know what? You know what I'm thinking? We put it underneath the shelf that Caesar was last at and see if it finds him.
I don't think we want it to find him. Based on the fact that I've never seen this thing before.
Mm-hmm.
Based on your knowledge of golems and things from the Crystal Empire, this is not similar to any of them in any way. This is a different tech. From a different civilization.
Alright, got the sketch down.
Would Tana recognize this?
Technically she would, yes.
I
Holding it.
would
like
hazard a
a
guess
rat?
that this is. Sorry.
I don't know what it is. It's just interesting.
And the robot has
Is-
saw blades, hands with pincers, has spider-like legs with pneumatic movements.
I would like to talk to the other people regarding this. At the very least, this is not much decor. At the very worst, this is a concern.
How long is it paralyzed?
A minute. It's moving at the moment, trying to get out, but you're holding it in a way it can't really bend its claws so far back to slash you.
Yeah.
PNG rat grab.
Mm-hmm. I'll hold it by the arm and just bid Moxie to follow. Thank you.
No problem.
Hold on a moment. Oh, whoops.
When did you know how to? When
There
did
you
you
go.
learn how to make shadow clones?
I learned it from my village.
Cat.
Hidden
What
in
are
the
you
Was it hidden in the
leaves.
lead?
It's a forbidden jutsu.
Maybe I'll show it to you later. Once I get back inside that
Okay.
chest.
Right. Okay.
Do either of you recognize what this creature is?
Mikhail
Does
will
not go with
shake
the
her
party.
head. Sorry, Yeah, Kana will shake her head.
What?
I found it while I was looking for your pet weasel.
Caesar? One, he
Yes.
is not my pet. He is my teacher. Second, you don't need to go looking for him. I can always call him back.
Hmm.
I assume you understand the spell of Find Familiar, Dream Keepers, and all that. From what I've seen, you seem to
Yes.
be somewhat of a powerful spellcaster. Okay.
I was more confused by the fact that it was just running rampantly. And slightly confused now by the fact you two refer to it as teacher.
Yes,
It
I've had
reminds me
Caesar.
to find some psychological help for you, but
I have had Caesar for quite some time, and he has taught me a great deal of things.
What are you all talking about?
As you walk out, Quintana, you will see that they're holding a elder elf construct. From before they landed here, the ones that would help with the ship, and also this is an infiltration unit meant for spying, assassination, and things like that. And messing with other people's ships. It's able to hack in and disable other vessels.
I would assume, because it's Elder Elf tech, it would understand Sylvan.
Yep.
Alright, you little clockwork bastard, who the fuck sent you here?
Oh. I was sent by a high court.
Actually impossible.
I was sent by the court of... It glitches out.
Try that again, your vocalizer malfunctioned.
Court of time.
Eyes narrow. Which one?
They said it.
Yeah, no, he's asking specifically who. The courts are made up of multiple people.
Yes, each of them have a court connected to types of magic. Court of mind, space, elements, nature, time, secrets, royals, and a king of courts.
He's asking for specific individuals.
Yes.
The individual is called the Court of Time.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I was sent by court, the god court of time. Sent to investigate disturbances and send information about hidden empire of elves.
Oh.
Sama, you're gonna feel something on your shoulder as I cast tongues on you.
Who here understands Sylvan?
I do now.
Moxie does now.
At
least.
Actually,
well,
what languages does
Moxie
not
has
connect
the
with?
helmet that does that.
Yeah.
You would probably need to cast tongues on yourself.
Yeah, they don't have tongues, they have comprehend languages, which is not the same thing.
They can understand it, they just can't reply.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone directly right here understands Sylvan, so she's just been jabbering back and forth with this little fucking menace.
I mean, because Haseo knows Southern Common and Elvish, technically he can partially understand you, but not like fully. It's like you're using older dialect and older words that they refined and changed over the time.
I am speaking Spanish from Spain. He speaks Portuguese.
1 second. How loud
He
are
speaks
you talking in
French.
silver? How loud are you talking?
Oh, somebody can speak Sylvan.
Well, it's a shame you're not going to be able to relay that information. I'd like to rip out its power core.
Oh? Well, it is restrained.
Jørgen looks over.
Yoink, battery.
Let's go.
Oh, you got a bug problem there or something?
Let's go athletics check.
Do I have advantage because it's restrained?
Yes, you technically have advantage because it's restrained.
Let's fucking go. 25.
You rip out its power core and it instantly powers down. It is limp.
It looks like no longer a bug problem.
Congratulations, Haseo. You just found an infinitely bigger problem.
What do you mean? Look, I could barely understand what the hell you were talking about with it.
Well, it appears someone from the Court of Time sent this little mechanical bastard to spy on this place.
Don't you mean
And
the Court
to
of
find
Time?
your empire. They
Huh.
said Court of Time.
Yeah, the Court of Time is actually what the god is called. They're called courts of specific things. That's, I know, my naming thing is a little fucked.
So that's a bad thing, right?
It makes sense to call them courts if they were sort of like if they weren't just singular individuals, but courts, sort of like a hive of like minds that created these gods. So,
But in technicality, you would be more correct in assuming that it was a people connected to the Court of Time, rather
because
than
the courts, despite being sealed, still have agents working, hence why they did not say Court of Time, but someone working for them.
Alright. Well, I guess I can inform the Empress and she can make a decision from that point.
She's just going to look at Tashure and toss them the power cord. Here, I'm sure you can find a way to make use of that. Don't put it back in the...
I'll take the body if no one's gonna take it.
Don't worry.
No, that is Eldar tech. You are not taking it.
Don't worry. If I put the battery back in, it will be as a completely different construction. I already have designs in mind.
I would recommend removing its limbs before, if you have tried to reactivate it. Otherwise, it will most likely attack you, then try to escape. These little monstrosities were created for infiltration, sabotage, and assassinations.
Oh, you want me to take care of it? And he pulls out his hammer.
No, it's deactivated. I ripped out its power core. Right now, it is inert scrap metal.
Jørgen slowly puts his hammer back.
I'm actually going to... Technically, it is also a locational device.
It doesn't have
No,
power.
if it's powered.
No, but you can use it as an object of clairvoyance in a way.
We could use
Somebody-
scrying to see who sent it.
Exactly.
Come to think of it, do either of you know how to scry?
No.
Or would either of you be able to if I got you the proper materials?
I can probably do it.
More for utility than recruitment or recon. But I can possibly learn it if you have the capabilities to show.
Hold on, I'm looking up what spell lists it's for.
As a wizard, he will definitely have access to it.
Bard, cleric, druid, warlock, wizard. So yeah, if I get either of you a silver mirror worth, I think it's 100 or 1,000 gold, and then a spell scroll of scrying, you should be able to use it on that to see where it came from.
Yep.
No, you just you need a focus that's worth 1,000 gold. That's it.
It's
An example
specifically
was
a silver mirror.
Oh.
A silver mirror,
Oh,
crystal
but,
ball, or a font filled with holy water worth at least 1,000 gold. Yes.
yeah,
Because you
a
need-
spell focus worth 1,000 gold, such as
Right.
such as
Look,
all
we
those
can-
stuff.
We can get the supplies necessary and the spell scrolls and all that. Hell, might as well spend the extra. If we are going to be buying a foci of such power, might as well just buy the spell for Tashure to learn as a wizard. Any.
Say,
What?
Tashure brought up a great idea. You know how he said that he's not for... Tashure said he's not for recon. This thing, you said it was for infiltration. Does you think it does recon too?
Probably yes.
Not
Did
so
say
much.
that
That
it should
is-
possibly
That is
recon
part of it.
information back.
That is part of its parameters. Hence why it was probably scurrying around this place trying to find its target.
So, do you think that it has to, like, bring that information directly back to them? Or can it, like, I don't know, sending stone that info over to them?
Would I know
Could I Arcana
that?
check the clockwork in my hands?
It's been hard to set up relays along around Narikov for long range things. It has to reach. It has to get to a designated area to relay information.
No. The
mean,
unique problem with this plane when they settled here were their long range. It's hard to explain this level of technology to you because your society, no offense, is rather primitive. But think your spell that you call sending, except there isn't any magic involved. They can't set that up here, or at least they've had difficulty, so no. In order for that thing to communicate with whoever sent it, it has to reach a set location. And
Jørgen's...
given-
Okay, hold on.
Oh. Go ahead.
Jørgen's gonna scowl, and he'll go, the technology might be different, but the tactics are gonna be the same. When little guy over here doesn't report back to his troops, to his leader, they're gonna notice. And they'll know that he's been compromised. The question is what does their leader want by sending the recon guy here?
Quinton
least
would
this-
also know how egotistical the fucking elder elves are, and they generally will chop it off as they won't notice anything other than, oh, maybe it's broken, we'll have to send another at some point, and they wouldn't think anything of it because they don't believe that other races are capable enough of finding them. They're very
Also, they
just
have
Yeah.
all
driven.
She's just going
Also,
to
they
pat.
all the time in the world.
True.
She's just going to pat you on the shoulder. You're thinking in more localized terms. The elder elves are as ignorant as any due to their age. They would much rather chalk it up to it being damaged and unable to move than someone of lower standing catching it. They look at you the same way you would look at a primate.
Well, bigger the parade, the harder they fall. That's how you make your mistakes.
Indeed.
I don't like
Only
these
do you
guys.
think for these little things?
Why do you think I am no longer with them?
A fair point. Which brings me to one question I was hoping to ask all of you. What's the betting this is not the only one?
Indeed.
That's
Ego.
entirely possible. Enseric,
Right, Pete.
how would you like to go hunting?
He grins at you.
You know what you're looking for. How much you want to bet you can catch a scent off of it?
Sam. Oh. Let me look. He, he grabs it and tries to catch a scent of them.
Are you able to turn back into fox form?
Yes,
They
yes.
can do it twice a day.
Well, yes,
Oh,
I can do it
excellent.
twice a day. Yes. So yeah, he sniffs it. Hold it. He puts it in your hand, and then you see as he jumps, and then the fox appears and starts to walking around the house already with a purpose to find them.
I'll put the clockwork core sounds the core in my bag of holding. I'll put the core in my normal backpack, and I'll follow the fox around and try to help look.
Alright, you pick up a scent of the mechanoid. And you begin searching. You search the estate. You don't really find anything else. But you pick up a scent that takes you outside the city.
Oh. Oh no.
Kind of further into their forests and wastelands. But you don't go any further as you fear you'll get low. Well, actually, you do have Tashure with you. If you guys want to pursue it further, you can.
Only 2 people would be asking for trouble, so we should probably head back. Make a note of this location. have to track, set, and group up for this.
While they're out
That's on.
doing that, do we want to resolve this?
Yeah. There's a bar across the door. Looks like you gotta lift it. It looks really heavy.
I got this.
It would have been so funny for the Nat 1.
What the
You
fuck?
heave and heave. Oh man, this thing is fucking heavy.
It must be
Your
behind
bars
this.
will not save you here.
They obviously made sure to put the heaviest thing in
Jørgen
front of
just
it so nobody could
Picks it up, puts it off to the side.
Carefully, I hope.
There you go, bud.
Carefully, I hope.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty gentle.
Fall.
Throws
He
it
just
onto
picks it
the
up, puts it
ground.
off to the side.
Puts a hole in the floor.
Oh
Alright.
no, I was imagining he just haphazardly sets it and it falls through the fucking paper wall.
It is sitting on the short side. So like it's like 8 feet. It's like 15 feet tall. It's like touching the roof, kind of.
To open the
Oh,
door
it's unlocked.
to Yep.
I trust they'll figure. I trust they'll find what they're looking for.
yes.
Alright, as you walk in, you look around and you see tools and everything scattered about, as well as the mechanoid dragon in its more skeletal
What?
like form. It looks like a it looks almost complete other than a shell.
That's
But it looks
amazing.
like a menacing siege weapon. One that could
Wow.
most definitely infiltrate cities from afar and in the skies.
So this is what they're looking for, huh?
Yes.
Mhm.
The Empress. would
Oh,
not
that's
be too
amazing.
pleased. You know, considering the bar on the door, I would expect there to be more dust. Just considering how long it's since you've been here.
I want to
Well,
investigate. I don't know.
Then you think back and you remember seeing the robot with a broom and dustpan that had dust and stuff in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that robot couldn't lift the big old lock.
Mhm.
He's a
Right.
tiny robot.
Maybe he could.
Maybe he was doing an advanced tactic called lying.
Either way. Jørgen's going to take a look at it and see if he understands any of the mechanics.
They're not. Well, I mean, it's mage tech. You've seen similar stuff. Where does your character hail from? Did you come from
Hails
the
where?
Gnome Drakius Empire, or did you come from the Scorched Barrens? Or the Argus Isles? Oh, those three are like major dwarf settlement areas. Well, actually, technically also the ice fields.
Argus Isles.
Comparatively, well, that's like a nomadic roaming area. So I guess based on your character's way of things, that makes sense where you're from. As you were a nomad yourself, traveling about and doing things. So, this tech is pretty advanced, but based on some of the things you've seen working with Haseo and stuff, like the plesiosaur and all that stuff, this looks pretty on point to that technology. It looks impressive, otherwise, but you've never seen it out of its, like, designs afterwards, because they usually design it to look more like a living creature, with minor mechanical parts sticking out. This one looks incomplete, but it looks finished enough that it looks like it would actually work. Much like she said. She said it was mostly complete, but she still didn't finish it yet. She was driven out before she could.
Well,
Haseo, does your empire have any rules against using body parts in their construct building?
Yes.
Yes.
Crime against nature.
I've been around long enough to recognize actual dragon bone when I see it. And it looks like they just dipped a skeleton in metal.
What kind of metal is it?
The wing... Oh, not the wings. The wings look fully mechanized. The rib cage, which is holding a bunch of the electronical parts, the skull and the connection, like basically the entire spine except for the tail, all the way up to the head and skull. No arms or wings or anything, but the connections, like the joints that would be there for the connections of the wings, are connected to the mechanoid ones. So you're Quintana is saying is, yeah, no, this person was actually doing something illegal within the Empire. Technically. Well, not technically. In reality. Yes, very illegal in their eyes. They don't mind they don't mind mechs and stuff, they just don't want flesh-based or bone-based mechs because they believe that's a crime against, bodies and nature, and letting things pass on. Feels like you're trapping it to continue its use. They don't...
It's a soul. Like, I guess I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, like, I just don't... If the soul has passed on, why not make use of what they have left behind? Like,
scales and things like that are fine, like single trophies, like horns and things like that to use as adornments and stuff as a trophy. That's pretty common and normal. But like utilizing like the skeletal structure of a dragon and its inner, like things like that to make a mechanoid thing, that is seen as very fucked up.
Yeah,
well,
that's fucked up, dude. It's a flesh mech.
Yeah, it's not a flesh mech because it has no flesh. It is a bone mech. Technically, all humanoids are bone mechs when you really think about it.
Shut the...
Oof, ow, my
term is
bones.
skeletons, actually.
Look, our brain, which is us, controls a bone mech, okay?
Yes. Anyways.
By skin armor.
Yes. Anywho, it like... I don't know. I just don't see the logic behind that. It's like, okay, you allow adornments and stuff, but it's like... Alright, if they take the skull of a creature, isn't that the same thing? Like, that's just...
No.
Like, you know how... Like, no, real quick. You know how Moxie was like double standard? This is double standard, okay?
It's not. There's a difference between taking a trophy and desecrating a corpse.
This would be considered desecrating a corpse.
I don't know, this is making use of what is left behind, in my opinion.
You the player's opinion, or you the character's opinion? Because
yeah,
you, the
blurred
character...
lines, man, blurred lines.
Man.
Okay. There's a difference between like mounting a trophy on your wall of like a deer head and then
turning the deer into an animatronic.
Hex for VC and this.
No!
This is what you're doing with the head, with this.
Essentially, yes. That is.
But
Forgot
like using
about all
actual
about
cat
that.
powers.
I forgot all about that, man.
Yes, taxidermy.
Taxidermy fucking drones. That's so fun.
Yeah, so it's kind of like necromancy light. Necromancy light. It's like,
Yeah.
but we're not actually reanimating them, but we're using the powers that they had beforehand. I could see why it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, if it was for adornment and it was like just for show, they're like, hey, we're gonna put this giant fucking dragon skull on it because it looks cool.
Like,
That'd be
say,
awesome.
putting a
But it
dragon
has
skull
innate
on a
magical
ship.
powers, right?
Yeah.
I wanna see what does it have? What can it tell me?
Not much. Though, if you want, well, okay, that Arcana check is kind of,
I tried.
the best you can get out of it is crystal magic, but you're not really understanding of that too far. You know about it in passing. Moxie. Okay. This mechanoid dragon is powered by crystals, but you're not sure how the crystals are powered themselves. As well as it has crystal weapons built in that kind of simulate a breath weapon.
Can you share that with the class, Moxie?
That would also be what Tashure finds out too.
Yeah, sure. I'll share it with the class.
She just learned about crystal magic. Oh wow, this looks like exactly what I was reading about like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, well. That's what it does. It uses the powers to launch a breath weapon. He opens up like the jaws to look into it, like he's looking down a fucking barrel of a gun.
You see what looks to be a pseudo breath sac, kind of made out of crystalline, a crystalline bladder.
Oh, wow. They really were trying to make themselves just a... They were really trying to... Jørgen walks back for a second and goes, they're really trying to make themselves a dragon. That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, when it comes to war, anything goes.
I guess you'd be right on that.
What war?
I've seen some terrible things.
So, Enforcer, how are we proceeding with this?
Fuck, Mickey, how do I proceed with this? Like, oh, fucking...
I have an answer.
This is... You know she wanted this to be hush-hush, but you didn't exactly know exactly why she wanted it to be hush-hush. Now you understand, because she was doing something illegal within the Empire. Whether or not you think that is arrestable is up to you. In technicality, it is an arrestable offense, and she could get into a lot of trouble for it. But at the same time, this is some pretty interesting tech that would be good in a siege, but at the same time, no one's in a war. There's no war going on at the moment. Except for the Civil War, but that's different.
So, the real question is, why was she building it if there was no wartime initiative?
Exactly.
I don't know. Go ask Lockheed Martin.
Lol.
Why they keep getting their contracts.
You're
gonna look up.
You can try and make an. Actually, you know what? Make an insight. And then maybe I can tell you with what she was kind of thinking.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Wait, do I have any psionics that can help him?
I could give him a bardic inspiration, but I'm not giving him a bardic
Focus,
inspiration.
Mantle of Command.
I guess while you're looking for that,
Damn it, I don't think I can help him.
Sure, would probably interject at this point to say,
Actually,
is the Empress planning to invade?
I was gonna say I can give him advantage if he's okay with them just spitballing ideas off of each other on why they would be building this.
I'd allow that.
So
No. Sure? Question mark? What?
It would give
Okay.
you another roll, essentially, at
okay,
advantage.
I have proficiency.
Yeah.
Also, no Tashure. The Empress is not planning to invade anybody. In fact, it's the opposite, which is for peace.
That's much better. Okay. With a 20, I give you this. It seems she was building it out of her own efforts to try and maybe impress the Empress with a wicked weapon without showing exactly how she built it. Sort of kind of cheating to gain favor for her, well, partially dying clan. Much like you, she's not a dishonored clan, but she has low members of her clan now that her brother is gone. Her being the sole heir and the fact that her parents died during the war. She was the only supplier along with her brother until her brother met an unsightly end due to his own consequences.
He broke the rules.
Now
So
that I
she
think
was
about it.
trying to gain favor, but doing it in a wrong way, essentially. Trying to speed run it without, secretly.
Yeah, not taking the time
Yeah,
and not going through the proper channels.
exactly.
I can at least understand why she's done this. Her family has been in a bit of a decline, although not in a state of ruin as some would think. But nonetheless, she wanted to do something to try to curry favor. Any noble will attempt anything, really. It's not that surprising, I suppose. But I will deal with it once we get back to the Empire. But for this, well, this can't exist.
Are you sure that's a smart idea? Fucking room explodes.
I will spend 3 key to reduce this bone thing to be as if nothing was there, and I will fucking shatter the skeleton.
Check.
Nikki,
So would you
I gotta
roll?
ask a question.
Did you roll? Yeah, you rolled your. Are you spending key?
I'm spending key for World Breaker to make it so it doesn't. It's not.
It's like
it doesn't
paper
feel.
and cloth to you, then.
Well, no. I spent 3 keys, so it goes down by 3 levels.
Oh, then glass.
No,
What? No,
3. It's made of bone. He's spending 3 key. That reduces
Bone?
it to 0.
Bone
Yeah, you
that's
said the
coated.
yeah, it's coated in metal. That was specified before.
But it's not
okay,
like
so
it's not like mithril or adamantine. It would be more like iron steel strength at the moment.
well then as glass, I'm just using this so you see it. My fists are considered siege, so fuck this glass.
In a single
I have a
punch.
question.
Oh,
They didn't know that I came here to sabotage this in character. Is this thing just going to explode?
Why would it?
Because I sabotaged it to explode.
Well, it doesn't have a power port.
Because
You're
it's not
also-
being turned on, no. It probably won't explode. But if it's powered on, even after it's shattered, it could still technically blow up. As you punch it with your fist, you watch as the metal casing cracks incredibly fast all across it, kind of making a huge rippling effect like lightning. And then you watch it just crumble to dust onto the ground. All the parts that were that were all interconnected now dangle more, as they're now being held up by like the legs area, and some of it clatters to the floor a bit.
Metal pipe falling .mp3.
Yeah. Moxie, the tails would fall around where you are. Can you make me a dex save to not get crushed by flail balls and chains?
I got you. I got you.
It's just unfortunate positioning.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Alright. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. No, I didn't.
Bludgeoning.
We're becoming blue.
That's going in the quote. Hold on.
You get lightly bonked by a chain as it falls and clatters to the ground. Ow.
Thank you, Nikki, for making the sound I was gonna make.
You're gonna look at the at the skeleton as it shatters, and you'll see something, a little bit of his demeanor change a little bit as he goes, you know, the world would be better if we could turn all our swords to plows.
I actually missed that a little bit.
And swords into plows.
Oh.
Important. Is it completely dust, or is there like a piece of dragon bone I could snag?
It's dust. Like bone dust. There's like fragments of metal, but the bone on the interior is shattered.
I'd take a sample of bone dust.
It's
No, leave it.
I
You
swear
are not
the
taking any of
bone
it.
dust.
It's not like it's gonna do anything. And I
Are
could
you
put-
afraid of letting people know that you were here? Because I'm afraid the giant pile of dust that was once a dragon corpse will kind of give that away.
I'm not afraid of letting people know I was here. I just don't trust Moxie with anything biological.
Why?
I have an extensive collection of blood, and I don't want to know what they were even trying to use it for.
I gave that away.
Well,
When
you-
last did I collect a sample?
They did actually give it away, and they haven't collected a sample for a while.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually
I
serious.
just
Yeah.
X to
I just
Dell.
wanted some bone dust because it could be potentially a component to a spell or something.
It is the component for a potion.
You see, God agrees with me.
But not specifically dragon bone dust.
Just bone dust.
Yeah,
Just bone dust.
I'll just take a sample.
I do have to put this out there. If we're still talking after session, I need to start getting ready soon.
Alrighty. So should we after completing this part, I'll just speed a little bit of things up.
Alright.
You guys make after completing this part of your tasks, sort of a little differently, Uh, you guys head towards the plesiosaur and get ready for your journey back to the Empire. Most of the journey is protected. Yeah? You guys are done everything here in this place. You have other
I
tasks
thought
to
we
do
were gonna
within.
go talk to the
Oh,
some
fuck.
reps. Yeah,
Okay,
the Queen's coming.
the Queen's coming. Yes,
She-
that's for.
Yeah.
She's going to discuss things with Coldrix herself.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Though, one thing I will say. Oh my god, this soundtrack also just gets so epic randomly. Okay,
I can't hear the music.
that's okay. If you guys go and do quickly, I'll tell you what you guys find. You actually find the relay point. It's just like a... It's a strange... It's like a round dish with an antenna attached to it, but it's covered in foliage. That's what you guys find. That's what your scent brought you to.
Unless Quintana wants to destroy it or something, I'm just gonna yoink.
I'm just. I mean, yeah, no, that was going to be the suggestion. Just tear it out of the ground and scrap it so that it can't be used anymore.
Very well. That part is dealt with then. And then you guys head to your plesiosaur. Travel back. Most of your journey back is going to be uneventful. But you could have a couple encounters along the way, but they wouldn't be that disastrous and you could skip past them. It's mostly probably going to be like sharks or some shit. So fishing stuff. You guys probably would have fished a little bit along the way.
How many days
Oh
of travel?
no, the sharks are eating the survivors of the Scalic Dominion ship that got attacked by pirates. What a shame.
How many days? It's like a week or so back to the Empire by the Plesiosaurus.
Yeah, about a week.
About, yeah. But you're protected for most of the journey back because Coldrex decided to give you guys some, well, assistance back just in case, because they didn't want something bad to happen to the emissaries that visited his land, to just get washed out in the fucking sea by a random sea creature.
Come here, sea serpent.
But, alright. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for today's session of For the Crystal Empire. I'll see you all next time as we continue these sessions and pursue further into the growth of the Crystal Empire. Couple more little things left before the Empress will reveal her ultimate plan. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you all the next time. Bye-bye!
Alright.
I